This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, May 1st, only on Netflix.
Parents of twins, if you're familiar with far-off drop-offs...
Dad, stop, right here.
Or get DMs about what's for dinner, you may be experiencing tween milestones. For your son or daughter, these can start at age 9. HPV vaccination, a type of cancer prevention against certain HPV-related cancers, can start then too.
For most, HPV clears on its own. But for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers later in life.
Embrace this phase. Help protect them in the next.
Ask their doctor today about HPV vaccination. Brought to you by Merck.
Ladies, you'll end up shopping for your guy's deodorant, right? So try Degree's Original Cool Rush. You see, last year, Degree changed the formula, and men were mad. One guy even started a petition. So Degree admitted they messed up and brought the Original Cool Rush scent back. It's clean, crisp, and actually smells like someone you want to cuddle. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So toss one in your cart and find out why it's the best-selling men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory.
Hi, and welcome to...
See you next Tuesday.
Woo.
Were things coming out your mouth?
No.
Okay. I was just making sure it wasn't freezing.
When I said the woo, they were.
Okay. I heard that.
No. When I said the woo, they were. I was just... I was just mouthing. The woo we were.
This is episode 143. And as I stated when we were recording this episode, one of my favorite episodes of all time.
As I was making the votes for this, I was like, damn, this was all one episode. This shit was chock full of crazy.
Yeah.
I explained it. I was telling Mons about it. And he was like, wait, I need more info. And I was like, bitch, you and me both. I'm telling you all I have. This is genuinely all I know. And he was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, that's literally it. That's it.
First up, Melissa wants to know, is a sperm race fraud? 6% said I was wrong. 94% said I was not wrong. Our resident scientist had a lot to say about this.
I was so happy when I saw those come in.
Me too. So I need to start with her insight. As you called her, a resident science bitch.
Is that what she said, or is that what I called her?
No, you called her that the last episode.
I hope she knows that was with love.
Of course she does.
Okay, good.
First, in case you missed it, this was specifically for you. She said, I also refuse to watch anything with Chris Pratt in unless it's Marvel. I think I'd absolutely love Jurassic Park or World or whatever, but he keeps starring in them. Mm-hmm. And he is just so punchable, and his character is so punchable. And she calls him Crisp Rat.
Chris Rat?
Crisp Rat.
Oh, I love it. We get insults on both sides. I feel the exact same way specifically about the Jurassic movies. I know I would love them. Take him out and have Jonathan Bailey star in all of them.
My friend is in them, so I watch for her. Daniela Pineda.
Well,
she's great.
When
she's
I meet her,
the second accounting movie too. So go.
We almost went to just go see that.
Yeah. All right. So this is what our resident science bitch says. I'm looking up the sperm racing bullshit. The website has a quote unquote methodology page, and it's literally on Notion. 0 citations or references in their manifesto page that gabs on about sperm motility and fertility and stuff. And then she sent a picture, or is a post that's from Traded VC, venture capitalists. Sperm racing startup launching the world's first live sperm race raises $1 million. And in the picture is 4 boys, and I say boys because they are boys wearing what appears to be lab coats that are very cheaply made. And then our science bitch says, help, they look like they're not wearing clothes under those lab coats.
Oh, they're probably not.
Those lab coats also look like a polyblend, not a fire-safe cotton.
I never thought about that. Good point.
And then they also said, having worked in the startup / entrepreneurial / commercialization / tech transfer space, this boy is the fucking worst founder, bro. Who the fuck is investing in him? Also, if he got investment to do one thing, but has used the money to do another, that's a no-no. It's illegal in some places. Founder bros and their gross exaggerations make me so fucking mad. Plenty of honest, decent people who are here trying to start a company with legitimate ideas that could benefit society, but get shot down. And then she also added, which was for you since you found out about helium, she added, helium is a finite resource because it floats away. We've been in a shortage for literally decades. Like, they keep saying we're in a shortage, but we keep buying giant cylinders to run our instruments both in gas and liquid form. I think it's a lie like diamond rarity. There's tons, but it's a non-renewable resource. And no, we can't make helium. So I think countries are hoarding it.
Wow. First of all, the simple fact that helium just floats away makes so much. Yeah, it does. Like, I'm like, holy shit, you're right. Like, wow. But no, I that makes sense in the sense of like this, if it's a non-renewable resource, in general, all non-renewable resources are then thus in a shortage as soon as you use some, because you are short what you originally had, the amount that you originally had, because you can't make any more. And so I support calling it a shortage and having us not make like balloon arches with helium, doing all of that kind of stuff, and just utilizing tape, because right now we're not in a tape shortage as far as I know. If we are, someone let me know.
You can make more tape.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Well, yeah,
tape is not a non-renewable resource.
It's certain adhesives. I don't know.
You make the adhesive.
Hey, you think you could make the thing that you're filling up the tank at Party City, but you can't.
I've never thought that. Yeah. All right. Somebody said, it reminds me of this. Unfortunately, I screenshot whatever this is, so I can't click on it. Hold on. I'm going to go back to your message so I can click on the link. A mysterious company claims to sell sneeze-filled tissues for $80. Is it real? And this is from Time Magazine. So this is a legitimate source. But then it was updated on, this was from January 18th, 2019. Then it was updated on May 6th. BAIW Tissues was revealed to be a hoax created by a Comedy Central show. The creator, quote unquote, Oliver Neeson, is really Mekhi Leeper, a Los Angeles-based comedian. So I want to say, from January, when this article was originally written, till May of 2019, people thought this was real.
Shout out to that comedian. That comedian is on jury duty.
Ah.
I recognize his name. He's very funny. Why did they think it was real? Because he's a documented comedian. I
mean, because it wasn't under his name.
Oh, yeah, you said it was revealed to be.
And like this website, it looks legit.
It looks funny though. I guess also in like in the realm right now of like so many, like the fact that this sperm racing thing, like we think it's fraud, but also like it did happen. Like in this era of like these like our science bitch said, these fucking tech founder bros, like this actually probably isn't as like absurdist as it would have been a couple years ago, that people would have never bought into it.
Right. Well, this was from 2019. But you also have to think about Theranos.
I was going to say, I think by 2019, we've already gone down that pipe.
That thing that was like, they were making smoothies. They claimed they were making smoothies, but it was just like a little juice box. Like you bought this whole machine, and then when you opened it up. Do you remember this?
No. Was this around the same time as Soylent?
Soylent is real. I don't know why you keep bringing... okay.
Soylent, well, that was a real thing. Like you would get
it still is real.
No, I know, but I'm saying, did it come out, this thing that they were selling with the drinkable juice things? Was it around the same time?
Well, it was I think so, but like it was a full machine that they said that it was making fresh squeezed juice in, but what was packaged, you weren't like putting actual fruit in it. It was like a little container. But then once you open up the machine, you just saw that it was just mixing that container with water, which you can do without a machine.
Yeah. You don't even really need a spoon or a fork. You could just cover your hand and shake
it. Uh-huh.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like off the heels of the medical medium shit.
Yes. Yep. Someone else said, I saw a clip of this. I thought it was a sketch. Like someone made up a funny sketch video. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
Someone else said, this is wild. They are so wrong. And once again, I applaud Melissa's way with words. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't found anything as good tomorrow yet.
I mean, this is like the day after you did the George Santos one. Like it's gonna be. Yeah, it's hard to follow greatness.
I had the space too. Like I need.
Oh, you've been on a roll.
Yeah. Someone else said, men concern me. Yes.
Deeply. And constantly.
And these are boys, so they're just going to get worse unless they get smacked now. But I don't think they're making so much money. I think they're just going to get worse.
Well, I also think that in general, like when you are under your parents' roof, if you can be this bad in public and not have repercussions, because like you're under 18 is the only time that like you can have repercussions for that are like your parents implemented those consequences before you get into the real world. They're clearly not doing that. And like that to me, I'm like, oh, this isn't going to go well. I hope he just goes down the line of that man who like wants to be like young forever, who's just like doing like crazy shit to himself. And then, I mean, he does like also like other bad things, but like he's like a laughing stock, as most of them are at this point.
All right, your turn.
Okay. Then we have Meghan. Low-key doesn't see an issue with Jordan or Jordan. Oh, I spelled it wrong. So sorry. She's going to hate that. She's like Jordan.
Oh, that's how you say it?
No, but that's how you spell it.
Oh, okay.
And maybe it is how you say it as well, but like, I think it is just Jordan, but
she says it that way so that people.
I think so, but I could be wrong. But I've heard her say that, but I think she's doing it in a way to get you to spell it right. Mm-hmm. With what Jordan Hudson is doing. And I also forgot the word is in this. Guys, this is post Cowboy Carter. It was hard. 10% said I was wrong. 90% said I am not wrong. And I did spell my name right both of these times.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Someone said gold digging is legitimate work and should be fairly compensated. That poetry, like that is like so worded perfectly. I agree. And also as someone who has a big obsession, not with like necessarily the history of like the gold rush. I am fascinated by the history of that. What can I say? I was born and raised in California, baby. But specific.
And you also like digging.
Yeah, no, I was going to say specifically, I love the act of extracting, whether that's zits from my face, hair from my body, things from underground. Like I love a puzzle. I love treasure hunting. I love to find something. I'm addicted to that kind of stuff. I think that with the term of it is like digging for gold. No one thought the people digging for gold themselves were being like lazy. Like that was, you were going out and you were trying to find the gold yourself. Now, if you are trying to like, sell mined diamonds that you paid like a fraction of a cent or like indentured servitude to children who are like risking their lives for that. Yeah, that is not that. But gold digging, I think unfortunately the people who created this term to include women who are dating people who have money as a means to get their money and saying that like it's like a cheap and lazy thing to do, they picked the wrong term because there's effort in the name and in the history. Someone else said, God forbid a hot girl gets her bag from an old, probably racist in some way, white man. Yeah. What happened to eat the rich? I think people are just jealous it's not them because it's an even exchange. And the gag is she probably doesn't even have access to his money as of now. People like that often keep their finances on lockdown until they pass anyway. Yeah, she's on salary. Like, without a doubt, she is on salary. And like, what a great way to do it because she's not waiting for a ring. She's not trying, like, I think in general, if you are going to date for money, if the goal is to get married, you will have an ironclad prenup. You should not just have access to the money when you are married and date. Like you need to get the money while you start dating, you start investing, you're doing all of that stuff. I think she's doing it all right. All the right steps.
Sprinkle.
Exactly. Someone else said there are exceptions to every rule. Get the bag, queen. And that's it. Thank you to today's sponsor, HelloFresh. Fresh air, sunshine, and good food. That is what spring is all about.
That's my favorite thing about spring. All three of those.
HelloFresh makes it easier to fit quick, home-cooked meals into your schedule every week by curating delicious recipes like pasta primavera, chicken Dijon, and pecan-crusted trout, as well as over 100 seasonal snacks, sides, and treats.
Every HelloFresh meal uses high-quality ingredients, including seasonal, fresh produce, and proteins that travel from the farm to your doorstep. Flexible deliveries that you can pause or skip when you need.
I have to be honest with you. We've worked with HelloFresh before. I have gotten many
years.
No, truly, and I've gotten countless HelloFresh boxes. This might be the menu that I have been like the most excited for. Like, I cannot wait. I am getting the Mushu pork lettuce wraps. Oh, hello, yes. And then I guess I'm in a porky mood. Pork chops with a zesty green onion salsa. Never had, like, I love that. These are things that like I would never think to cook myself, and also like, I don't know, pre-portioned, so easy and so delicious. I cannot wait to try everything.
Yeah, I'm getting the cheesy smothered mushroom chicken, which mushrooms and chicken are two of my favorite things.
And I love them together.
I do too. I've been actually using a HelloFresh recipe in my rotation for years. I'm also getting the balsamic glazed steak, which I can't wait.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love steak, and I feel like steak is like one of the pillars of warmer weather.
It is. It's very springy.
It is. It is. Feel great with meals that fit your spring schedule and make the season even more delicious. Go to HelloFresh.com/BlameMe10FM now to get 10 free meals with a free item for life.
1 per box with active subscription. Free meals applied at discount on first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. We've talked about OneSkin before. Did you know your body starts accumulating senescent cells as early as your 20s? Also called, what are they called, Melissa?
Zombie cells.
These cells stop producing collagen and hyaluronic acid like they used to, and they start secreting an inflammatory substance that makes neighboring cells dysfunctional too. There is an answer for these zombie cells, though, and it comes from our friends at OneSkin.
Founded by an all-woman team of scientists, OneSkin is the first and only skin longevity company to target cellular senescence, a key hallmark of aging, with their proprietary OS1 peptide. OS1 is scientifically proven to decrease lines and wrinkles, boost hydration, and help with the thinning skin that often comes with age. Don't just take our word for it, though. They've got over 4,000 5-star reviews for their full line of face, body, sun, and travel-sized products.
But if you want to take our word for it, know that we love them. We are using them constantly. The OS1, like the way it goes on, so easy, so simple. You notice a huge difference with them, and your skin looks great.
Yeah, I have become a fan of the rich eye cream because it's like thick, but it's lightweight, and I can just easily use it as part of my routine.
OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. By focusing on the cellular aspects of aging, OneSkin keeps your skin looking and acting younger for longer. Get started with 15% off using code BLAMEME at oneskin.co.
That's 15% off oneskin.co with code BLAMEME. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Invest in the health and longevity of your skin with OneSkin. Your future self will thank you.
You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Now we're getting into the real scary part of this episode.
Spooky.
Writer number 1, would they be wrong for telling their cousin that their sister showed up with a hickey? Yes, unfortunately, the cousins are dating. Who is wrong? 14% said the writer is wrong. 86% said the writer is not wrong.
You'll notice in these votes that the one thing Republicans and I have in common is pronouns. Mine, I just forget to include them. Them, they have an animosity towards the use of them. But as I look through all of these,
they also don't know what pronouns are.
I think that's also true. I think I forgot pronouns in at least 3 of these.
Okay. I know a lot of people said that they were confused on how to vote, and I don't understand why you were confused. It literally said, would they be wrong for telling their cousin?
Yet I didn't give anybody an option to co-sign incest. If you voted they would not be wrong, that doesn't mean you're pro-incest. If you voted that you do think that they wouldn't be wrong, that's also not, like, either way, you should know that I did not word this in a way that would be, this person is interested in incest. I just don't have the bandwidth to set you up like that. Maybe another time, but like.
Someone said, what in the Alabama is this? Good question.
Someone from Alabama got mad when I said that they're like, not all of us are like sleeping with our siblings. And I was like, all right, I know. It's a joke.
But like people from Alabama also make the joke.
Yeah. Like,
and as somebody who is Alabama adjacent, like we all make the joke. That means that they probably are.
I know. I was like, I don't think we need to be like have our feelings hurt by this.
Hit dogs holla. Someone else said, to date a cousin long distance that you don't even like and are just cheating on is wild. Just break up, please, whatever it takes. Yeah. Someone else said cousin and sister are wrong. Another person said break them up. Another person said break up that relationship, break it up.
I just read that in my head to the tune of the Pitbull song. But I'm and done it like a Tonka truck. Break them up.
Another person said, oop, voted wrong. My chismosa ass needs to know if she told her cousin.
Yeah, I would love to get an update.
Please. Another person said, as someone who has no cousins but grew up with a godbrother, I genuinely don't understand how you can date a cousin. My godbrother and I aren't even blood related, but the thought of hooking up with him still makes me vomit. Just know, Meghan and Melisa are so right. Break them up.
Yeah, I feel the same way about my godbrother.
Yeah.
I also feel the same about someone who's like not even technically my godbrother, but like was my like, do you know what I mean? Like, because also like I know that like godparents and like god siblings is in religious like some people who are religious, like there is a much more like official way of doing or whatever. But like even in mine, which was there's no fucking paperwork. I don't think there's
no paperwork.
Oh, okay. But there's like not with like a church or something. But like there's no ceremony. There was like nothing like that. Even the guy who like was not technically my god brother, but like was my other god brother.
Yes, same.
Disgusting.
Like Meghan and Melanie's god brothers, like they're not my god brothers, but we still grew up the same way. Like it's still the same way. Gross. Someone said the writer isn't wrong at all, but this definitely will stir up some family drama, and I hate that I even have to say that in this scenario. This feels icky all around. No matter how desperate I get, I will never look to someone who was like family to date. My best friend, who I call my sister, and I are so close that her cousins are like mine too. That's even more separation than this, and I would never think about dating one of them. So this is straight up icky.
Yeah, I even used to think like the trope of like TV shows where it was like, oh, it was like you were best friends with a sister and like she has an older brother and it's like, oh my God, I hope we get married and so then we can be like real sisters. Like if any of the kid, like my like childhood best friends had a brother, that is my brother. Like that is not like there is no fantasy of being like, I hope we can get together and then we could be real sisters. I'm like, no, we are close enough that person is also related to me.
Right.
Disgusting.
Another person said, an uncle who I've never met married a cousin and the entire family cut them off. So it may be hard, but you got to do what you got to do.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, don't worry about that. That's just your weird uncle who married our cousin.
And I also want to say, when we're in these situations with these weirdos, you still have to make the rest of your family aware of who the people are, because then you don't want them in a weird situation where they accidentally hook up later in life because they don't know.
Yeah, I think it's criminal to not let people know about family members. Like secret, like if you want to have a secret family, you need to keep them on opposite sides of the globe. You need to make sure they don't have internet. You need to make sure that there's no pen, like the way that like people can like meet from so serendipitously, you got to tell people.
Yeah.
You got to tell them.
Another person said the whole situation is wrong. And that's it.
Okay. And don't worry. It doesn't get any better from here. We have writer number 2. This has actually kept me up at night. Writer number 2, are they wrong for overreacting to their twinned friends' closeness? 77% said the writer's wrong. 23% said the writer is not wrong. How are we doing, everybody? Like, I'm hoping to get some explanations in there because that is like truly not a number split that I thought was going to happen. Mm-hmm. Someone said, wild to be in a trio friendship with twins, but I think there's more going on here. Sometimes Eminem's straight does show, but not today. I am the gayest bitch alive, queer/gay/lesbian, but for a long time I thought I was straight because I grew up in a rough context where even considering that was not a safe option. I had these strange, turbulent friendships where there was a lot of drama and I felt betrayed and felt left out a lot. Others reacted in a similar way to Eminem. This is weird. Why do you care so much, etc.? Looking back, it is so obvious that I was in love with my friend. Maybe something like that is going on with the writer, or maybe there's codependency, etc. But either way, the writer has some soul searching to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Someone said this whole situation makes me uncomfortable. I don't have a twin, but I do have a younger sister who I'm very close with. We're about 3.5 years apart in age, so we don't have any shared friends. But when our boyfriends are around, we will tell inside jokes that they don't understand, mostly to make each other laugh. We joke around all the time, and it sucks that no one else gets us like we get each other. If for whatever reason we had a shared friend and they told us they felt left out because we have inside jokes, I would be flabbergasted because, duh, we're sisters. And truly, the only relationship stronger than that is twins. The writer is out of their mind. Yeah. Yes. And like I said, as somebody who like historically has been friends with sisters with like a 2-year age gap. Yeah. Like you are not around. You are also not on like family vacations. Like you're not there. Someone said, I don't think the writer's wrong for how they were feeling, but definitely wrong in the approach. To me, this seems like a classic we became friends freshman year, and I'm realizing that friendships change. They definitely are having irrational feelings, and this is the reason why you don't befriend twins on their own. No matter what, they will always be closer, and you will feel left out. I think the writer really just needs to branch out on their own and find friends, and is maybe realizing that this friendship isn't one that's supposed to last forever, and that is okay. That's a very compassionate way of looking at it, which I agree. The only reason why the writer should be worried about, quote unquote, breaking them up is if twincest is going on. And then the problem would be not breaking them up soon enough. If they're just regular twins, though, the writer definitely needs to take a step back and figure out where these feelings are coming from. May I suggest therapy? Straight to it. I think the writer is more so anxious that their seemingly only friends had a pre-existing relationship, and because of that, they feel left out. And I think it presented in a weird way only because they were twins. I'm an only child, so I never fully understand the concept of sibling relationships, but I could see how the writer could have felt jealous or left out that their friends were doing things without them. Sure, but that does not, I don't think that makes any fucking sense because they didn't just become twins. They didn't just be like, they've had that and like, I think if they were just like siblings who like looked nothing alike and like you met them in 2 different, like one was in one class of yours and one was another class of yours. And then you're going, I really want to introduce you to my friend. And then you realize that like they're siblings and then being like, oh, like, you know, you felt like you were the connective thing between them. Totally. But like meeting twins at seemingly from what it says at the same time, you've been friends with them from the beginning. Like they have always been twins. Like that pre-existing relationship and friendship has like been there. And like, I think in general, this is part of the reason why like teachers and like parents and stuff they like try and have their twins have like their own friend doing things like separate because it is isolating if you are just with your twin all the time because like you are going to be a level of close that other people cannot relate to. And so then it becomes like deeply codependent on that relationship and you're not branching out and like doing your own different things. So I think like this again would make sense if they were just siblings and the situation I described before, but like having a realization a year into a friendship that like these people are twins and you knew them as they've always been twins. You've always known that. Like,
are you mad that they're going to be together all during break? Because they live together. Like they're going home. They have the same parents. Mm-hmm. What? I don't know. It's just odd to me.
It is odd to me too. And I think it's great. I like love being friends with siblings. Like I So like that's why I have a hard time with this, like, because I am an only child, and like I have a different relationship with my friends who are only children than like my friends who have like siblings, like growing up, like the people who had like multiple kids, they were the houses where they're like, everybody come over for dinner. Like that was just kind of how that goes. But like it was never like lost on me that like, oh my God, I'm actually not related. Even though, you know, we also didn't look anything alike. But like,
right.
It's a fair thing to like not want to be friends with siblings or not want to be friends with twins because you're like, oh, you know, in a group of 3, I will feel left out, which is fair. That is true. You will. But I think the late onset realization to me is like why I think there's something deeper there. I have a twin brother, so not exactly the same, but this shit is weird. We share friends and never have we had a friend be weird about us being siblings. It feels like the caller was thinking of them as a unit, which twins always get enough of, and they need to be treated as individual people. Feels like the caller is strangely attached to the twin thing. Like, what if these were just a pair of sisters 2 years apart? Would you feel the same? Yeah, great point. And that is it.
Then we've got my wrong of the week. Julie and Fred Ramos. 90% said the Ramoses are wrong, and 7% said the Ramoses are not wrong. Someone said, this lady needs to get a life. And then asterisk did correct derogatory use of this lady. Another person said, God forbid children get some exercise. I don't know what's even going on with Minnesota. We had the one racist cunt from Rochester, 20 minutes-ish away from St. Louis Park, who somehow raised $350,000 on her GoFundMe for calling a kid the N-word. Also, St. Louis Park is full of Karens. Like I DoorDashed there before and was yelled at for not putting the food properly on their doormat. I hate the city, honestly. Amazing houses, but I don't like the people. Insider info. Someone else said, we have been looking to buy a flat, and there was one we really liked. Then the real estate agent told us the one drawback of the flat is that there is a shared garden and the neighbors' kids might play in it. And I was so baffled because it just brings me joy to hear and see happy children. If they bother you so much, buy a house in the middle of a forest, maybe join a convent.
Also, kids already have to go through like enough of the sadness when they like get so excited when there's a moving truck coming in. Every time someone is moving to our street, literally all of the kids on the entire block walk up and they're just like waiting to see if there's a kid. And we were like, we don't have any kids. They're like, oh, okay. Like they're devastated when like already people are moving in who don't have kids. And then it's like, then you hate kids? Horrible.
I don't understand why move there. Another person said, my apartment is directly across from my complex's playground. I love coming home and seeing the kids play. And whenever the sun comes out, I know I'm going to hear their giggles and screams. And it always makes me happy. I don't understand how a completely avoidable problem can be the bane of your existence. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Then we have my wrong of the week nomination. Katie Max. 100% said Katie is wrong. Or Kate. I keep calling her Katie. Kate.
She did that all throughout the episode,
I don't know.
too.
I think I don't know. I don't know if I knew any Kates growing up, so I think I automatically just do a Katie. And maybe just how the T is. And 0% said Kate is not wrong. One of the key things I did forget to mention is in her defense of this, she did call... they call her KK Caroline, that she's a great role model to young girls. For what? Having the longest space between the top of your nose and your lip, despite having so much lip filler, like being able to guzzle lip filler and have it go absolutely nowhere. Like, what is the inspiration? Being stupid and angry about it? Like, having a microphone and zero qualification. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No
one responded for this one. I'm not surprised. I will say, I don't know that, our audience gives me the vibe of like a bunch of long distance runners. You know? I just think that we have a different kind of energy. Yeah, I didn't know who she was. Like, hell, I still can't even say her name right. So, that's it for the results.
All right. Let's get into some fun shit.
Hell yeah.
If you've ever shopped online, and let's face it, who hasn't? Chances are you've bought something from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes buying so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes things easier, and not just for shoppers. They make it easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. It gives you a leg up from day dot, with hundreds of beautiful ready-to-go templates to express your brand style so you can get up and running fast. You can tackle your important tasks, from inventory to payments to analytics and more, all in one place. You can also spread your brand's word with built-in marketing and email tools built for you to find and keep new customers. And remember that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world? It's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. Your customers already know and love it. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/realm. Go to shopify.com/realm. Shopify.com/realm. I love a multi-use beauty product, like an eye/cheek/lipstick. It makes a full face so much easier, plus you only need to bring one product along for touch-ups. And whether you're all about simple mascara and gloss, or you love to play with bold shapes and colors, you gotta have that trusty favorite you turn to for every look. Thrive Cosmetics makes certified 100% vegan and cruelty-free products you can depend on for everything from simple daily wear to show-stopping self-expression. And it's all made with clean, skin-loving ingredients, high-performance and trademarked formulas, and uncompromising standards. And Thrive Cosmetics is beauty that gives back. For every product purchased, they make a donation towards 8 major causes, including social justice organizations and those impacted by cancer and homelessness. It feels good knowing that when I purchase a product, I'm also able to give back to causes that matter to me. And one product I love from Thrive Cosmetics is the Brilliant Eye Brightener. Like I said, I love a product that can have multiple uses, and the Brilliant Eye Brightener is just that. It's an eyeshadow and highlighter stick that's super blendable, and I'm slowly but surely stocking up on the 31 shades that it comes in. Try your new trusty favorites with an exclusive set for our listeners. New customers can get the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara and a mini-sized Brilliant Eye Brightener at a special set price, with free shipping available at thrivecosmetics.com/thrive. Or save more with 20% off your first order at thrivecosmetics.com/thrive. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/thrive for 20% off your first order.
We off? 30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree?
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet?
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
Met Gala, baby.
Let's do it.
The first Monday in May. We're looking at the Vogue Best Dressed Stars from the 2025 Met Gala last night. And the post is from Christian Allery.
We'll put the link in the... All right. I'm just going to skip through and talk about the ones that I really love.
Perfect.
I thought Christian Latchman, I love who is number 3 on this list. I love the drapery here. I love the bow. I love the collar, which is very much of the time that they were representing. The theme was super fine tailoring, black style. They also raised the most money that they've ever raised before, which I thought was amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
and
that.
It was very black, and I'm always rooting for everybody black. So then what'd you think of?
I really liked it. I got really annoyed with people who were bored with like suits, and then the same people who were like, why isn't everybody wearing a suit? Because like tailoring does not just apply to suits, but also like tailoring does very much apply to suits. So like having this I don't know. I think like having a very specific theme like this, I think creatively was really cool, and people being like, oh my god, we're seeing the same things over and over again. I'm like, but they're not the same things because they are tailored to each different body, which is quite literally the theme. And I didn't miss anybody who wasn't there. And like we know my absolute adoration of Coleman Domingo, and like specifically like his as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, this is everyone is going to be. And as soon as even prior to that, when we saw the Lewis Hamilton and like ASAP, like the pre of this, I think is really cool. And I do think I'm never one to like root for men, but like men always get shit that they only ever wear suits to this. And I was really happy to see so much like varying levels of like different things this time.
Yeah. Yep. And Coleman, like, he had several outfit changes, and all of them were beautiful. I love the Valentino kind of zoot suit that he had on. That was beautiful. That's number 4 on this list. What'd you think?
I loved the mixing of the patterns, and like I loved seeing that in other people's looks too. I knew he blew me out of the water, and the fact that I had such high expectations for him, and he like exceeded them exponentially. I will also say, on a side note, I thought it was crazy that the live streams of this one, for the first time ever, they like kept the audio going after. So like you were just hearing the photographers talk about these people. So they were already being like, oh my God, like big fan. And then they're like, wait, who was that? But then there was someone who, I don't remember who it was, but the guy from The Cut, he was killing me. He just went, yeah, hate it. And like, it was, I liked hearing from that side of it as well.
Did you see the guy from The Cut when he was interviewing La Roche, and then Anna, the girl that had on the similar outfit for Zendaya, walked in? Like, he was interviewing him at the time, and both their heads just kind of turned, and La Roche is like you can see it in his eyes, like okay. And then he goes, I guess we're going to be in a who wore it best situation.
Which, by the way, that's the worst place in my life is me and who wore it best against Zendaya. Like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'll change.
Yeah. But I thought they both looked great. It was just different. It was tailored different.
Yeah. And hey, tailored for you. And it's the part that I think is, it has dispelled the rumor that Anna Wintour approves every single outfit that everyone wears. Clearly not, because even if
that
she
would
like
have been allowed,
it wouldn't have been allowed. It really would not have been allowed as Zendaya. Like Anna Wintour likes if it was someone who like she's had like public beef, like if it was like Kim Kardashian, you might be like, oh, she sabotaged her on purpose. Not Zendaya. So I'm like, oh yeah, this isn't it. One of my like favorites and I love to see her winning, Coco Jones, in the all like lace, so fucking stunning.
And the beading,
it looks so heavy. I was like, this is one of those ones, and like her hair goes like almost all the way down to the carpet. The level of like strength and poise you have to wear that, and I'm always impressed when people wear, not Kim Kardashian, her like little corset skinny look, but when people wear things that are like really intricate or heavy in a way that's like something on your head or something on your neck, you don't have a lot of time. It's not like a tour look where someone has it for a while, they can practice and rehearse it. Like sometimes they can like spiral out of control, and like you really are the vessel for this outfit and this designer. You usually don't have as much say in it, and so you don't have as much time to prepare. So like the fact that like I know this was so fucking heavy, and she just like she's wearing it like it's effortless, but in like I did that way. And and like the jewels, and I was so happy. I have to say, people wore jewelry this year, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful we got accessories. We didn't just get like a gown and a drop earring. Like we're getting bracelets, we're getting rings, we're getting necklaces, and we're actually getting like more custom looks in a way that feel more specific to that person, which I love, because I do find often that things are lacking in that department for the Met.
Yeah, agree.
Love Lewis Hamilton.
He is just a beautiful man.
He's so pretty.
But he's also smart. And knows how to dress. Like, he puts those race car boys to shame.
No, the way that, like, when I was like, oh my God, is this what all these guys are like? And Monster's like, no. He's in a league of his own.
And then Zendaya, of course, who we just talked about, who was referencing Diana Ross from Lady Sings the Blues. And Diana Ross was there for the first time in a decade. And Evan, like, told her to go. And Diana Ross is she looked phenomenal herself. And then Zendaya was like fangirling because she was walking up the stairs and was near Diana Ross, referencing her.
Yeah, having no idea that she'd be there.
Right. And the photographers were trying to like have her go take a picture, and she's just standing there fangirling and freaking out.
I need to go see that.
I don't know if they actually I'm sure they did, because Evan kind of like went over to Zendaya, and I guessing they know each other because they were like talking. And so he wanted them to take a photo together. But like to be there, and then the person that you're referencing is there too, that you didn't know she was going to be there.
Hey, and that would be a perfect time if E said live, who wore it better? Diana Ross? You tell us.
Oh, God.
And again, this is why I would have been like, don't worry, I'm not even in the competition. Where's red wine? Someone give me a little splishy splash. Lupita is, and I will stand by this, she is the reason why she's the only Chanel ambassador who's making Chanel look good at all. The Chanel ambassador, like, it is like not, when a girl gets like signed by Chanel, it is unfortunately a downfall of her looks for the next calendar year. Like, Chanel is not, it's not good. It's not good. And the fact that like every time I see what Lupita's wearing and I go, Chanel, does she have a different catalog than you're giving every other Chanel girl? Because boy, oh boy, she looks phenomenal, and it's so her, and like fits the theme so perfectly, which like I that's my ideal for anyone getting dressed for the Met Gala, is that like it fits the theme so perfectly, and it is like so them. Like it fits, it like checks off 2 boxes, or you're like a totally transformed person. But like this I thought was like fantastic. The color coordination, the hat, the accessories.
The little hat. I love how the little hat is just
perched.
Obviously they've pinned it underneath, but I love how it's just kind of just sitting there on her head.
It's just like, it has that whimsy to it that feels like theatrical and like old, like that like performance-based kind of thing. And I love like the draping of the like cape on the coat. Like, I just think she looks beautiful.
Yeah. I love Gigi Hadid was referencing Josephine Baker, so was Meg the Stallion. We'll get to her later, but I thought she looked good.
I think she also did. I think I like that they committed with the hair as well.
Yeah. And then shocker of the night, I didn't know he was going to be here. KB Lame, is that how you say his last name?
I think so.
But he's known on TikTok. He's like one of the most famous people on TikTok, even though he rarely. Yes, he has like the most follows on TikTok.
I did not know that.
Yes. He, let's see how many he has. But he's famous on TikTok for just pointing at stuff.
I thought he was a model.
Mm-mm.
He has 81 million on Instagram. And he does model. So yeah, he does. That's what
now he does, but that wasn't.
I thought that was his come up.
No, he has 162.5 million followers on TikTok.
Holy shit.
And I thought that I didn't know he was going to be there. And then when I saw him, I was like, this man is so on theme and looks so good.
Yeah, no, stunning. Stunning. I'm shocked to know that this man didn't come up from being a model. Like that, I fully thought that was his come up.
No.
Wow.
On TikTok pointing at things.
Wow. No, I love this look. I love like the split sides of it. Like I love the shoes. Like I love the commitment to this.
The hat.
It's just, it's good. And yeah, I love, but speaking of TikTok, Wisdom.
Kane.
Mm-hmm. I am shocked he was not invited.
He wasn't invited, but
because he had gone before, but that was because TikTok had bought a table. But wow. Love Bad Bunny and Prada. Because here's the thing. I love Bad Bunny in whatever he wants to wear.
Mm-hmm. I love Bad Bunny in no clothes as well.
I love Bad Bunny when he's just dancing on his skivvies. Like that. And people say, oh my God, who is this made for? The two girls who are on the mics right now. That's who that was made for. We loved it. And also my follow-up question, do you know any gay men? Because they also loved it. At least the ones I know.
Yep.
Oh, I love Danielle Deadwyler's. That's so good. Gorgeous. Who does she look like in this? Oh, she looks like Taraji in this. She looks stunning. Stunning. That's like a very different silhouette, but also tailoring. When you have like the exposed corset aspect of it, like showing like the looking like a work in progress that it would look like at the tailor. Like that's another interpretation of this that I thought I really loved.
Yep. Now I get to talk about somebody that I actually know, a friend. And when she posted this, I literally gasped. Jodie Turner-Smith in Burberry. She's in my top three. Easy top three. Like the hat, the way it's leaning, the way it's sitting, the suit, which is leather, and then also maybe satin. And the shoes, the cut. Oh my gosh, the way her titties are sitting. Like everything about
her
this.
face, the way that she's giving, like she's acting on the carpet.
Yes. She looks so good.
The way I need a Willy Wonka remake with her, stat, get rid of the Johnny Depp one. Like this, it's giving that like exaggerated whimsy, which is just so fucking good. And like the silhouette of everything, and like tailoring doesn't have to mean suit. And like this technically could be called like a suit by some definition, but like just how everything is like wrapped and pulled, and like it is just done so magnificently that like shows off her figure and in that exaggerated way as well. Like it's just impeccable.
Yeah.
Impeccable. I love the monochrome so fucking much. And the hat, the proportions of the hat, like the high sides, like it's just so fucking cool.
Yeah. And like it works with her cheekbones too.
Yeah, like it fits her face. Like the whole thing fits like her face, and then it fits like it reminds me of like when Zendaya like talks about like getting into the persona of like the outfit she's wearing on the red carpet. Like to me, this look has a personality, and she's conveying that. Like she's doing that, and like that's what I love to see actors do fashion stuff, is when they bring the acting to it.
Yeah.
In golf, precision is everything. On and off the course. PGA of America chose advanced 5G solutions from T-Mobile for Business for smooth operations and seamless transactions. Together, we enhance ticketing and concessions for better fan experiences from gate to green. This is pro-level efficiency. This is PGA of America with T-Mobile for Business. Take your business further at T-Mobile.com/now.
Halliday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Halliday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Halliday. Halliday, bring it on.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
I like Angel Reese and Tom Brown. It's very Tom Brown. I'm glad that that's who she worked with. I thought that was like fun, and
so many people worked with Tom Brown.
I know. I felt like that this is the busiest Tom Brown Met Gala ever, which feels like a natural kind of win. Hunter Schafer looks like a little French kid, and I'm loving it. Very much like, oh, oui, maitre d', oui, oui, may I take? Oh, like this is giving like the try-hearted, like the French boarding school. And like kind of love. That's fun.
Doechii, I love the hair. I love the cigar. some people were saying they wish that she wore pants, but I think if it was pants, it wouldn't be as interesting.
No. And I like the work in
Especially with
progress look.
Yeah. The tail in the back too. Like, I love that.
People have been giving her shit because she was like, you know, asking her assistants and like people exactly what she needed to like hide her reveal. I just like need people to understand that like being meticulous and particular about how you want something done is like how we have Beyonce. So like criticizing someone for caring too much about the art that they put into the world, like regardless of like what the context of that is like how you get the, oh, go girl, give us nothing. Like, right. I think it's insane to like be chastised for like caring too much and then also for not caring enough. And like, I would always rather try really hard and I would always rather care a lot than like not at all. Yep. So I've gotten very annoyed with the discourse over that. Oh, I love Cola Scola, but Cola Scola can do whatever they want. I like Tessa Thompson, 45. I enjoy this. I enjoy the exaggerated aspects of it, like the exaggerated shoulders, sleeves, waist, hips, but then the exaggerated shoes and the hat as well. I will say I'm like deeply biased. Like I really love her and I really love her fashion choices in general. This feels very her and cool. I like this take on it.
Very cool. And then next I've got Dapper Dan, who, if you don't know this, but he is a fashion designer from Harlem. He has his Dapper Dan's boutique, and he is very much associated with bringing high fashion to hip hop. Like he had his list of people that he styled is deep. And then also like Time made him one of the most influential people.
He's 80 now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
He doesn't look 80.
Not at all.
I have to say, there are some handsome men on here who I have never seen before in my life.
That's how it goes every time.
And they are very pretty. Oh, love Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe's, she always gives theatrics.
Yes.
So
this is a perfect theme for her. And she's suiting.
Yes, and I think she should be much higher on this list. Even before this specific outfit, she was in like a box that looked very animated, but it was clothing. Like it was box clothing that she was pulled out of. Like she arrived on the carpet in this boxy thing, and then she was pulled out of that. And this also, I saw the guy on TikTok that made this watch eyepiece. He had 7 days to do this.
Oh my God.
And he was
is it the guy who does the technical stuff?
I don't know. This is the first time I've
does
ever
it
seen
move?
him. It does move.
Okay, then it's probably
he had
him.
to make it so that it moved, but she could still see out of it. So he like moved some of the stuff on the outside. This is great.
Yeah, I think it's probably the same guy I'm thinking of. He does like, he incorporates like fashion and technology. And so like they're practical things. And like he's done a lot of stuff for like the Met Gala, but he like does the things that like, he did something that like, it like was a corset and it had to be able to like move or do something. Like it's just, yeah, very cool.
There are other people that are not on this list that I think that should be on this list, including Tiana Taylor. Like, where is she?
Oh, yeah. Is she on the Reddit one I sent you? Yeah, she's the first one on the Reddit. Yeah, love. I would also love to get a picture of her and Jodie next to each other, like the color coordination. I will say I'm a little surprised that Tom Brown didn't dress Doechii, because Tom Brown did all the wardrobe for her Grammy performance, as well as I don't know for her tour, but like that's like been the like this era is like the Tom Brown era, and I was a little surprised. So I wonder if this is like a big shift into this. Yeah. You know what I'm realizing too? Coco Jones's hair in some of these poses, she's holding her hair almost as if it's a cane, which is like a very cool, different way to do this too. That fits in. Now, I gotta say, I loved Joey King's look too. Did you see hers?
I don't think I've seen it.
So she's number 3 in the slideshow I just sent you. It's not even the best photo of it, but like...
Oh, yeah. I did see this.
Fucking cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
Very cool. Like the mixing of prints, and like a lot of people did the print mixing, but they kept it in like black and white. And like I was like, love to see the color in this. Like I thought it just looked awesome. Oh, my guy, Tramiel Tillman. Oh my God, stunning. Addicted to him.
Mindy Kaling, I thought looked incredible. I love the cut of her suit. I think she always looks really good, especially at the Met, but I love the cut. I thought it was different. The cut of it and then the little cape that's coming off the back. Oh, they have in this one that you sent from Reddit, it also has Janelle Monáe's first part of this suit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, very cool.
And then also Meg Thee Stallion was left off that list, which I thought she was also, like I said, referencing Josephine Baker. And I thought she looked great. And Whoopi Goldberg's was so cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I liked Rihanna's too. Again, like I like the fact that they made it like different fabric to debut. The fact that she's like pregnant to like show what you
did
wear
we not
under
know
clothes.
This girl was already pregnant?
No, but I liked Cardi's too. I love the coloring. Oh, Whoopi's is great.
And it's also Tom Brown.
Oh, cool. Andre 3000 is cool. I didn't see that until this Reddit post.
Mm-hmm.
I love Cardi's whole the makeup, the whole look there too. A lot of people I've not seen like, I mean, Doja Cat did like very cool makeup. A lot of the makeup has been a little more understated. I like when people incorporate, if their outfit like calls for it, they really go for it beauty wise too.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, beautiful. Also, Meg Thee Stallion shot a video for 3 minutes inside the Met.
Doing what?
Eating. Her and Angel Reese were eating caviar.
Put me at that table.
And I was like, you're not supposed to be doing this.
Wow, this is how I literally wrote Meg Thee Stallion Met Gala. I meant Met. Well, no, I meant Met. I haven't seen this. Look. Oh my God.
Oh, also, Ava DuVernay looked really cool, and she referenced her grandmother.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I thought she did a different take, but it was very much her because she loves these type of high-waisted dresses.
This is what Anne Hathaway tried to do.
Yeah.
But no, this is great. I love the hat. And I love the shoes, too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, like, when people specifically for, like, tailoring when it comes to women and, like, the time period of focusing on, like, exaggerating silhouettes, like, knocks it out of the park.
Mm-hmm. I thought Sabrina's was cool, too. It was very much her.
Yes, and people were like, this looks like one of her regular costumes or whatever. And I was like, but the reference that she does for her costumes are not of the current time period. Right. So, like, this is very fitting for her. This is not like, oh, she's just wearing like a sparkly dress because like that's all she wears. It's like, no. Mm-hmm. She loves this era and this is a referential one. And she like looks like she's about to pull a bunny rabbit out of a hat. And like, I love that shit. That is it for our Met Gala recap and our See You Next Tuesday episode. And guess what? We will
see you
next
Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Can you actually change your personality if you want to? How does peer pressure work, and why is it so powerful? Should you ever really trust your gut when you make a big decision? These are just a few of the topics we've recently covered on my podcast, Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and each episode of Something You Should Know covers multiple topics that are likely relevant to you. You'll discover things you can use in your life today, right now, like how to have a great conversation, how to be more courageous, the anatomy of the perfect apology, and much, much more. To date, there are over 1,000 episodes of Something You Should Know, and we've gotten over 4,000 mostly 5-star reviews. I invite you to check out Something You Should Know. Look for the bright yellow light bulb on the blue background. Something You Should Know, wherever you listen to podcasts.
I'm Amy Nicholson, the film critic for the LA Times.
And I'm Paul Scheer, an actor, writer, and director. You might know me from The League, Veep, or my non-eligible for Academy Award role in Twisters.
We love movies, and we come at them from different perspectives.
Yeah, like Amy thinks that, Joe Pesci was miscast in Goodfellas, and I don't.
He's too old. Let's not forget that Paul thinks that Dune 2 is overrated.
It is.
Anyway, Despite this, we come together to host Unspooled, a podcast where we talk about good movies, critical hits,
fan favorites, must-sees, and in case you missed them.
We're talking Parasite to Home Alone.
From Grease to The Dark Knight.
We've done deep dives on popcorn flicks. We've talked about why Independence Day deserves a second look.
And we've talked about horror movies, some that you've never even heard of, like Ganja and Hess.
So if you love movies like we do, come along on our cinematic adventure.
Listen to Unspooled wherever you get your podcasts.
And don't forget to hit the follow button.
Let's hang out.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee, and we're the co-hosts of Let's Hang Out, a show about LGBTQ representation in the media, because representation matters. Come hang out with us to talk about all of the characters that should have been gay.
Because every movie or TV show would be better if it was gay.
Listen to us interview your favorite LGBTQ actors and creators.
Elise Bauman from Carmilla.
It just reminds me of like every time a queer woman becomes single, there's like this high-pitched siren that goes out that like only other queer women can hear, and they're like, what was that? Did I just hear the bat signal? Is a queer woman single again?
So binge on Let's Hang Out wherever you listen to podcasts, and hang out with us every Monday for your weekly LGBTQ fix.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee.
And let's hang out again soon.
Let's hang out.